Well, welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a very long time since the last video I uploaded, but we have a lot done on our Ranger project. This past weekend we were out at Out West Truck Fest 2025. We actually took home Best Off-Road. To start, guys. So if I can remember, the last video we did, we got the power steering working. Since then we have finished out all the four links, we have put all the supports in, built brake lines, the engine trans T-case, they came back out, we painted the engine, we plumbed our cooler, built all kinds of stuff, of course finished the front end. All these brake lines, they're steel braided. Got those done at Greg's. We finished our tie rods. Got the steering all hooked up for the last time. Got the shocks adjusted. Of course we painted all the cage. Painted this engine. This is a metallic gray. And then of course painted the turbo, finished out the intercooler piping. It's not the most perfect, the welds are kind of shit. Not happy with that. Just the material we used, it was Amazon cheap shit. Not really the best setup. Of course we still have our air to water intercooler that we have to plumb. I want to finish or build a different breather tank. Probably going to add fittings to the valve cover and then actually build a little crankcase box with drain hoses and vents to properly let this engine breathe under big load. It's dirty as hell because it rained on the way back from out West Truck Fest. Another cool little thing is I got these roll bar clamps, so we're using these everywhere on this build. Of course, up front we're holding the lights with it. We got our PSE power steering reservoir all fabbed up. That's working really good. I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but we have this Amazon pump. It's just for a 6BT Cummins. It's working really good with the Hydro Steer system. And of course, because we have our Hydro Boost plumbed in, it's actually working very well. I do want to find a metal brake reservoir. And then of course, we got upgrades coming for the engine, so we might be redoing all the intercooler piping and our intake. I wouldn't mind moving. So this here, all this is our throttle position sensor. So there's a cable that runs to it. That's all that's going on up here. And it's kind of weird because it's just a sensor and it's just a wire. So we have a brake cable or throttle cable coming into it, and that's it. So what we might do is relocate this, because I'd also like to maybe change up the air intake and maybe redo some of the hard lines for the injectors. With the P-pump swap or some of the 12 valves, you can actually have a twin inlet air intake. Might do that. We want this thing to rev really quick, so the more airflow we can get to it, the better, especially because we won't be in boost all the time. Kind of bringing the world of diesel performance and gas performance together on kind of that deal. Also right now we just have a stock HX35 turbo. Manifold actually works pretty good, and then we have our little, I think that's a 2.5 or a 3-inch up pipe. Works really good. We don't have a ton of back pressure, and of course our meaty 5-inch intake. It's a 4.5 to 5, I believe. But I have an S467 sitting, and I really want to put that on. I think it'll be a really fun turbo for this truck. And I want to do like 250 over injectors. I want this thing to roll insane amounts of coal, just for the fun part of that's what the truck is. We built it for fun, not a whole lot of performance, and this thing rolling coal through the bush is kind of my dream for that to happen. So another thing, we have our Dash 20 AN lines. That's these guys here. That ended up working out super nice to plumb the cooling system on this truck. And then of course our front belt situation with the Firepunk diesel water outlet and our PA Performance 3rd gen alternator. Everything's hooked up, it's working amazingly. So it's such a nice system. It's worked out so well for us. Just show you guys every little detail we can. Now we do not have a front drive shaft. We're working on that. So yeah, front drive shaft situation. Let's see if I can get it to focus. But we need to go from there up into here. So it will be a 2-piece design. We'll have a short shaft there, and then we'll have our main drive shaft. Just trying to find someone to help build that. I know it's possible, but it's got to be done right, because that will be a very expensive drive shaft. Coming to the back, we got our fast pump. I believe this is a fast 165. It could just be the 100 gallon per minute. Either way, that's rated for like 600 horsepower, so it'll be great. Fuel cell's been awesome. Our battery tray is pretty much done. We do have to build covers and whatnot for these are stacked fans. You guys have not seen these yet. They turned out super good. They're two 15-inch fans, so we got I think 5,000 CFM combined. But that actually worked out really good. We idled this truck a lot at Out West Truck Fest and never got hot. Now we do not have a thermostat in it yet, but we gotta get sensors, gauges, all that figured out still. What else can I show you guys? Lines come up. We got our little puke tank. I got these little stabilizers for our shark fins. What do you guys think of the fenders? I don't know if I showed these yet. Do you guys see our shorts? I know there's shorts with that. Also check out our Instagram and TikToks. I post frequently on there just because it's so much easier to make a video and get content out than doing a full YouTube channel video. But welded on bungs onto a rad. And of course we got our little fuel vent there. Also, I'm looking for a company to make me some bead locks. So I would like, these are 20-inch. I need a 20x14 double bead lock with pretty much the max amount of offset. So right now, these are a 0 offset wheel, and we actually have a 3-inch spacer. I know you guys have never seen that on this video, or on this machine yet. But we get a 3-inch spacer. I believe we are 90 inches wide, which is amazing. There's that side shot. Yeah. Of course, our Radflow shocks and all these brake lines. If you're looking to do brake lines and you have a Greg's distributor, they will build these. And they have all kinds of fittings. These soft lines, they're amazing. And we do have hard lines up in the chassis, but it works so well. Like I said, there's still a ton left to do on this thing. We kind of just got it ready for the show. We gotta obviously mount our fenders 100%. Another thing, we have windows. So we found these are out of 94. We stole the crank assemblies because these were power. I threw that all out originally. But we have glass windows in the front, 5% tint, and then crank assemblies out of the 94. Work really good. We still have all our switches we've got to hook up. We have the fan just wired to ignition for now. Just we had to get ready for the show. And then of course we still have the harnesses to finish. There's so much left. And then we gotta wire our speakers, our radio, rock lights, put extra lights. Yeah. We have our hydro brake, so this works on the rear. Kind of just an extra because we are 3-pedal system. We gotta build a mount for these, but shifters are actually pretty comfortable to use, work really good. And then what should we do for gauges? Should we put a big digital dash in this thing? Or should we go old school with just round circle gauges and then do like a gauge pillar for boost and some of our temps? What's your guys' thoughts? thanks for tuning into this video. Hope you guys stay tuned. There's going to be lots of content coming in the future, and pretty soon we will be having good ride videos. Take this thing out, hoping to go to the mountains with it this year, but we will catch you guys on the next one.